and Joe. Let's not forget Elliot, makers of your show. It's the Valleycast from the Valleyfolk, talking about some random stuff, telling lots of jokes. Like Quasm Pizza.
Yes,
I
the world is a
Where's the hat?
Jonathan Gay.
Excuse me. We stole my dog. Hey guys, I'm gonna go cut these wires. I'm Joe Beretta. Stephen, Lee, and Joe. Let's not forget Elliot, makers of your show. It's the Valleycast. It's the Valleycast. It's the Valleycast.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Welcome everybody.
Loved it.
Welcome to the Valleycast.
Oh, it's exactly
That was
what
so
I
much
needed.
fun.
Oh my goodness!
What a
So
joyous
okay, so
time.
here's a little kind of a little story about that.
Okay.
Adventure Annalisa is the one who made that track.
Thank you.
And
Thank
she actually
you.
popped into the Twitch stream last night and was like, I made a Fraggle Rock intro to the Valleycast that I really want you guys to hear. So that was that. We found it.
Yeah.
She also, I believe, was the one that is responsible for putting Quasm in Urban Dictionary.
No shit. She
Yeah.
also cosplayed as me at like Comic-Con one
What
year.
a brilliant
That's
idea.
cool.
Yeah. And she wore like a jean vest.
It's not a hard thing to
a
do.
denim vest, a hat, and glasses.
Yeah, Lee
She-
dressed up as you.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
rose you.
Oh yeah, that's right, for the
your
roast. That's right.
She also found the cure for polio.
Yeah, she
Oh
did
my
that.
God.
God.
Very nice work, Annalisa.
If,
That was very, very good.
If you're new here, we tend to every week switch up the intro, and the people who make the intro are wonderful human beings. And if you would like to submit an intro, you go to where, Steve?
Reddit.com/r/the Valleyfolk.
Yep.
And you could submit it there. A lot of
So
people have
come
been
on
using SoundCloud to upload their musical.
Yeah,
Tracks.
we've done a new unique track every single episode.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This was the 33rd unique new track.
Ooh, Club 33.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty
man.
cool,
I think
guys.
that's really awesome.
Talented people out there.
Very nice, very nice. So anyway, guys, welcome to the show. If you are newcomers to the Valleycast, welcome. It's a good time. I'll
a
tell
good
you
time.
that much. Basically, what we do is, as members of the Valleyfolk, we all bring our own topics to the table, and that's how this works. And we're all going to do that, all four of us.
We have a
Do you
fun
want to do
combo.
housekeeping?
I don't have any housekeeping. Do you have housekeeping?
I have one housekeeping. It's from there was a comment on last week's video, and they were saying that they'd wished that we'd gotten to like what Joe actually said to his daughter during your sex talk.
Oh, we did.
And we did, and I just want to reiterate, sometimes on YouTube you see an edited down version of our podcast. You can see that by going to patreon.com/thevalleyfolk.
to get that
to
full
get that
video.
full video. And so it was kind of funny because he was like, they've talked about religion a lot, and I wish we would have said that. I'm like, well, we actually did talk about it. But
And I think we did in that edit still get back to it a little bit. I think he might have made that comment before we got to it. But we did cut some off.
yeah, we
in the
cut some.
convo.
But the full version is always going to be at patreon.com/thevalleyfolk.
Yes,
if
ma'am.
you want to see it.
Yeah, and this.
And God bless you for it.
And God bless you for it.
A lot of people were sad that Elliot wasn't there for that conversation.
I know.
It's very sweet, very sweet. It sounded interesting. I wish I'd have been there, but it sounded cool.
It doesn't matter. In about a week, I think we put it on the calendar. He's also going to give my daughter the sex talk.
Oh yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna do great.
And it's gonna be like, Hayden, let me explain what your father's probably too afraid to say, which is that it basically is going to be a long journey of complicating your feelings with hormones that you yourself are too in the thick of the thick of it to fully understand, and you will for the remainder of your days never know for sure if you're acting upon impulses or even if you believe in the idea of some sort of mystical love. And in finding that balance, you will eventually be able to find some sort of, hopefully.
Elliot, get the hell out of my house.
Yeah, sorry, Joe. Sorry, I came here.
Alex is like, can I get fries?
I was just passing.
What's a divorce? My question for you guys is what is a band that totally inspired you, that you've loved for a very long time, that you have seen or wish you could see? Ooh. And I guess let's take out bands that are no longer together, let's take out bands like Beatles and like
that's an
Bowie
obvious,
and stuff like
those
that.
are Prince
And Queen
yeah.
and Prince. Yeah, let's just, I mean, you can still see Queen, but Freddie Mercury is not the headliner, of course. Recent news is that Freddie Mercury was passed. So yeah.
Ooh, real quick,
What's a
real
band?
quick.
Okay, go ahead.
In this concert experience that you're about to go experience, are you? Do you know if you're in seating or if you're in
Seating.
Okay, so
It's seating.
Is it all
that'll
sit?
be nice.
Yeah, so I actually did a
Sign of somebody in their 30s.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice to sit down, just
I
enjoy
really
the show.
Just thought that.
Well,
I was
I
like,
did a,
what a
um,
dream.
You don't have to prove anything.
I was reading a little bit about the tour. I was staying away from set lists because I guess the set lists are all
Smart.
the same. For this tour, the Bright and Oh So Happy tour, I think it's called.
Oh.
But but a lot of people were. I guess it's all seats, venues with seats, and so
'Cause
it's
they're
meant
older.
to be. It's meant to be like
Yeah.
a sit down show, apparently. So. But people were saying like, gone are the days where you could go to a Smashing Pumpkins concert back in the '90s and like everyone was moshing and crowd
That's
surfing
okay.
and
Doesn't
stuff
that
like
feel
that.
okay to you? Does that feel okay to you? Are
Well,
you
I
like,
never moshed or crowd surfed.
But
I
like,
would always watch.
are you like, if you look from here out and you just go, yeah, that's okay that we're all sitting down.
Yeah,
I'm having a good time."
I've heard it's like a 3.5 hour show, so you know,
Girl.
I would prefer.
How
there
many
be
capes
seating.
is Billy Corgan gonna wear?
I hope he wears all the capes.
At the same
You're gonna
time.
have so much fun, man.
I know.
That's
I'm
so
very,
cool.
very excited. I'm hoping to get at least a couple of winks in before I go because I'm
This
tired
is,
as
uh,
fuck.
Oh, are you sleeping? I thought that was a euphemism.
They are they're down a band member. At least one.
Yeah,
they kicked somebody out, or somebody
yeah,
wants nothing to
Darcy,
do.
I think her name
yeah,
is.
somebody wants
no,
nothing
really?
to do with Billy Corgan.
She was like the big deal for me.
Yeah,
'cause she
well,
was
they got into a big
female-
argument, and there was like a big fight. I don't know what the resolution is, but nobody's talking about it anymore.
Someone stole someone else's Dr. Martens. I get
No,
it.
I've
It's
heard
an
Billy
angry
Corgan's
thing.
kind of a dick.
Oh,
and
I
it's
have
hard-
heard that
hard
too,
to-
actually. Yeah,
hard to
I
work
have
with,
heard
but that's beside the point. What band have you guys
know
that you love so
mine.
much is an inspiration that you'd love to see
Just
that you
love to
haven't
see?
seen yet?
I know
okay,
mine.
that haven't seen yet. Okay, you know it? Go.
I know
go.
mine, hardcore. There's two. One that I would see any time of the day was Radiohead because I've seen them
Yeah.
multiple times live, and they are.
Well, I'm talking
like-
about a band you haven't
I know.
seen.
So the one
Okay.
I'm just saying that's one I haven't.
All right. Well, if you want to brag about bands you've seen, go ahead. Everyone talk.
Yeah, let's hear it, everybody. Let's listen to Lee. I guess
All right, it's time to brag about bands you've
Good
seen.
for her.
I would probably do ELO. They just came around.
Okay. Yeah.
And
You didn't see them when they came
No,
out?
And we're
because
back, everybody.
Delman and I looked online, and by the time we like found out that they were there, it was like so expensive.
Well, they're coming back.
They are next year.
I think I saw something about.
Okay,
them.
well, if they do, then I want to go. But we didn't go this last time, and it was kind of a weird venue. I forget where the venue was, but it was like a real venue, and it was all like $350 and above, and we're like, we just can't do that right now. But ELO is something I listen to almost every single morning with Delman. It's such a huge, like, I went through such a huge phase when I was younger, and then it just kind of resurged in the last year.
Yeah.
and
So
I
on
just-
the 4th and the 5th, they were here.
Hey girl,
Mm-hmm.
hey girl, I might have a hookup for you. Our buddy Andy that does our graphics, Andy Mogren, the graphics
Yeah.
guy. His friend is their manager.
With ELO's manager?
Oh my
He might be able to
God.
hook you.
Are you
up.
serious?
That's how I got into Grateful Dead. Is that Adam Bush's brother was the manager of Grateful Dead?
Yeah, he might be able
And
to.
I was just like, ugh.
Hold on a second. You singing Andy Morgan and is friends with ELO Dodd?
I don't know if
Okay, all I want to do, I don't know where are they next. Okay, we're going
Wow,
to Berlin.
Mamma Mia! And you're gonna have to give me a hookup with that sweet ass goddamn.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
You, give me a hookup, Joe.
No, it's me. It's me.
We'll give us all a hookup. Let's all go see ELO together
They're
as
just great.
friends.
They're fantastic, and they're also like supposedly one of like the better things live. Like
I
everyone's
saw
just
them
like,
at the Hollywood Bowl and
oh,
changed
now
my
we're just
life.
bragging about the things that we've
Oh,
seen.
Steve's
Great.
just gonna brag
Everyone,
about.
Steve watched something.
Good for you.
Well, I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying I saw ELO live before Lee did.
Oh, that's very fair.
it,
And we're
yeah.
back.
And was it
everybody.
great?
Thank you. Yes, I had a great time. Thank you.
Okay, great. That's the one I want to see. Period.
Well, if you're gonna lead me in with a setup like I've heard they're great live, you gotta have someone come in with the opinion, right?
And were they great live?
with an opinion,
Opinion's cool. Let's all talk about it.
I think
Let's just talk about it. Let's dive right in.
Let's start the podcast over.
Elliot.
Quasum pizza.
Awesome pizza.
Mine would be the current one, probably lifelong one that I haven't seen would be Outcast, and then the
Yes.
current.
I'm
Yeah,
with me.
good-
me.
good
Is that with
I know.
I saw
Andre
them live.
2000?
It's just yeah,
saw
and
them
then
live.
He goes by
Coachella.
Mr. Andre 3000 these days.
yeah,
So
he got
He might
deluxe.
actually just go by Andre Benjamin these days.
And then the other one is similar, at least newish, and that would be the Brockhampton folks. I love them
Oh,
very much, and I
interesting.
feel like it would be so fun and so cool. And the first person that came to mind was Rufus Wainwright, just in terms
Oh,
of like,
Rufus
seen
Wainwright.
him
how much
live.
I love. But
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
here we go.
Oh,
Well, ladies
Yeah, it
and
was really great.
everyone
Wow.
It was when I was dating a musician.
We're sorry.
We apologize for who we are. Yeah, no, I think that would be very fun, and I would love to see Brockhampton. I would love to see Outkast if there was an ignorance is bliss kind of like, oh, I didn't know I don't think they like each other. So it'd be cool if I could see them when they liked it. I don't want to see like some reunion where they're forcing it.
Like when you watch Fleetwood Mac live and you're like, you hate each other.
Yeah.
Their music is so good.
Yeah, it's like hit after hit.
Yeah,
Man.
it really is.
And just good music.
Yeah.
Good,
Not
really
bullcrap pop. It's just
No.
like, this is really fun to
Phenomenal
listen to.
music.
So fun. Anyway, Joe, what do you got?
The things that come to my mind, you said stay away from broken up bands, but I think like this still has a possibility because they've done it and it's been rumored constantly. But one of the acts that I was really disappointed that I missed growing up was Rage Against the Machine.
Oh gosh, great answer.
Just because I think it would be
I've seen them live.
Go!
Son of a bitch! Shit! God! Why?
Our neighbors hate us. Our
Elliot's
neighbors are gone.
So I just think, I mean, you could explain it to me. The energy,
gets up
he's
and
gone.
leaves.
The energy at
Silently.
that concert must have been insane.
It was unreal. It was unreal.
Even in a Smashing Pumpkins
Yeah, it
2018 sitting forum, I still think it would be amazing.
Oh yeah,
I saw them when they were on some, it was like a fucking tour, you know, in like Warped Tour. I think it was like a Warped Tour thing, and I saw them, and it was literally one of those that you're just like, and it was another one in the time where everyone was just like the largest mosh pit to
God.
ever
Yeah.
live.
And just
people were
terrifying.
dying.
Imagine
Terrifying,
like
yeah.
you know, we get their hits or whatever, but let's say they came back together and they're like, screw it, we're gonna also pump out an album. Imagine a Rage
Yeah.
Against the Machine album now in today's climate.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
atmosphere.
it would be.
Why
necessary.
wouldn't it happen? Do you know any
I
reason why?
think Zach
Don't they
De La
hate each
Rocha
other?
is not fun to work with.
Yeah.
I think he went off.
Are they
and did
all
his
in their own
thing.
bands? Yeah.
They went off.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
they
there was
Audio
Audio
Slave. Yeah.
I don't know anything about.
But that would be
Breaking
great.
news: Chris Cornell is no longer in Audio Slave.
God dang it.
I wouldn't know anything about it.
That's one that came to my mind. Another one that came to the brain space was I never saw Dave Matthews live, and I don't know if
that
it'd be the
would've been
same
rad.
now,
Yeah, that
but
would've been rad.
I think it'd be still really fun. I think they tour and
Remember that Tim-
perform.
If you
What's
put
his
me in a
name?
Dave Matthews Band concert, I would just, God, I'd run
No,
in front
you
of
wouldn't.
traffic.
I don't think you would.
Kill me.
Look,
Oh,
I don't
you're not
think
a Dave
you
Matthews
would.
Band fan?
I just think I'd be
Oh.
so bored.
No,
I'd be
I don't
bored
think
out.
you
Wow.
would. There was an album,
They're
a
fun,
live
man.
album.
Yeah.
Him and Tim. What's it called?
I don't.
I think you're thinking of
wakes
the.
up in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
nothing against
I
them.
think
I
you're
just don't-
thinking of their like the acoustic softer stuff. They've got like
Yeah.
incredibly complex like full
And
orchestra
they have
like
saxophones and
Rocking the-
like
rocking the
timpanis. and,
brass.
Like, they have
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
It's cool. I feel like I'm just not a concert
Can I also add one?
person.
Can
so.
I also add one?
sure.
I've wanted to forever, and I know I'll never get to. I want to see Bruce Springsteen live.
Yeah,
Yeah,
boss.
that's a
You
good
want
one.
I
some
want to
boss.
see, but I know I will never get to just because like ticket wise, it's unreal.
Taylor Swift.
I want to see.
I was gonna say that for you. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
you seriously don't want to see Taylor Swift
Yeah,
live?
I would love to see Taylor Swift live. Those
That'd probably
those
be
concerts
fun.
look amazing, like
I'd like
pure
to
spectacle.
see. I want to
sorry.
see Paul McCartney. I want to see Elton
Yeah.
John.
Yeah,
Elton John was
Oh,
great.
Billy Joel. I'd throw
I
Billy
want to see
Joel
Billy
in there.
Joel.
Yep.
Elton John. I would love to see.
Elton
He
John
was
would be
playing in the
great.
streets of West Hollywood once, and it was unreal.
That was a homeless man screaming.
no.
screaming,
His name was Belton
I remember.
Yan,
I remember.
Yeah,
and-
that's cool.
That was Garbage Dan.
That was garbage Dan.
Yeah, he's like Bobby.
saw garbage Dan.
I just want to know what like Bobby and the Butts.
Today is my son's 5th birthday.
That's
Oh, happy
true.
birthday, son.
Yeah. Hey, Jackson! Happy birthday! He's dead. Okay, so
So that means that like exactly 5 years and 9 months ago, like you and Heather were like going at it, like, and you were
I
like,
mean,
you guys were
allegedly
banging.
it was me.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, it means that 5 years ago, Heather was giving life.
yeah.
Was birthing a child.
Well,
How
sure,
about
but
take
like
that
you were
round?
in.
yeah,
For
I'm
like
there.
maybe
Yeah.
4.5
Yeah.
minutes, but
Yeah.
then for 12 and a half hours, she had to give birth to a child.
you hear that, Dad?
Yeah,
I did it.
But those 4.5
I
minutes.
did it,
No,
Dad.
but that's not. It's she grew a
Dude, you did
arm
that.
and an eyeball and a
Got some
leg.
swimmers in there, huh?
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
man.
It's,
Those
it's
are
hard
strong
to do
boys.
most of the heavy lifting, but I got to give a little bit to Heather. She did okay.
You should
She
probably
did all
give most of it. She gave birth to a child.
Yeah.
right. I
That's
gave her
neat,
the
but what you did,
opportunity to
Joe.
give
Pour
birth.
out of
Yeah,
her.
you gave her an organism that she birthed.
I gifted her with the.
Give it. It's. Do you know how it works?
So he's out there
Abandoned
playing
bit.
with
Abandoned bit.
abandon it, jump. He's out there playing with some toys that he got for his birthday, and he's at
Oh,
this
he's
age.
out there playing with toys. Jackson has toys on his birthday.
And we're back.
I think it's nice.
I don't like how that bit bridged the gap of topics.
I was hoping we were done with
I
that.
thought that was back at the band bit. But he's at that age where he's coveting toys. Like he'll have one, and it's like liver. It goes with him everywhere. Live or die. It's live or die.
I know, it did sound like that.
Live or die. His liver died.
Liver died. He
But
has a little
That was
liver.
my
Die.
favorite Nintendo game.
Yeah.
Live or Die.
So right now he's got.
Squeak, squeak, squeak. He's like, oh no, alcohol.
I'd play that. I'd play that.
He's got these 3 like factions of toys that are the things that are like he can't get enough of. He's got Super Wings, he's got some Transformers, and he's got these Paw Patrols. But they're always with him. So
Paw Patrol.
I think there's an emotional connection to them. Like there's other toys that don't get played with, and you guys know how kids just pile up crap. We all did it. So my question to you guys is, what are the toys that you didn't just love, but you coveted them?
know
These
it.
are the
I
things
have
that
it.
you not as a
have it
collector,
also,
Steve,
yeah.
but as a
No, I
this
got
is the
it.
thing that I played with and I loved and I couldn't
have
get
it.
enough of. And it can be a couple things. But go.
My earliest. Well, first of all, can I pitch a show idea to you?
Absolutely.
It's a show. It's a cartoon, and maybe like Nickelodeon. It could be like a Disney Channel Saturday morning cartoon.
Okay.
It's called Papa Troll.
Oh, I love this already.
Okay. And it's about a troll dad raising his children. It's almost like a family
What
situation.
happened to Mom?
Mom's there too, but the
Oh,
show's
good,
primarily
okay.
about Papa Troll.
Yeah, because we need more male figures in this world. That's the truth.
We need more troll figures.
Joe's got it. Joe got it.
so stupid.
I got it.
So it's like, so then one day, so what's your favorite cartoon? Papa Troll.
Oh, is the whole pitch just a play
Is
on?
it a who's on first thing?
Oh yeah, it's a Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol. Jackson watches
Jackson
Paw
goes,
Patrol.
"That's what I want."
You watch Paw Patrol?
Okay, he's dead.
Yeah,
He's trying to be quiet.
Somebody
He's trying
keeps
to be a good
resuscitating
kid.
him.
So anyway,
I think I just heard my Volvo start. I think he's driving away.
when I was younger, I had this little
touch button.
toy, and it was literally called Stevie School Bus.
Stevie School
It was
Bus.
What does it
actually
look
called Stevie School
Oh,
Bus,
buddy.
and it was a little bus with like a happy face on it. And it's the strangest thing. It had a key that you could like snap under the car. You would roll it around, and when you took the key out, it had like a string attached to the back of the bus, and there was a star on the top of the bus. And when you touched the key to the star, it would light up Stevie School Bus's eyes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it gave him like little headlights. And I fucking loved that
How
toy.
old were you during this time?
I was like 14.
But for how?
No.
how old
I
were
think I was young. I was like maybe like 4 or 5.
you? Wow, cool.
That's when you go through those. The 4 or
Yeah.
5 is the
14.
attachment thing.
Stevie
14.
School Bus.
14.
I was like 7th grade.
Give or
Is that
take.
how old you are in 7th grade?
I
It was
think
7th
you're
grade on
little- I
my
think it's
Stevie.
eighth
My
grade.
girlfriend
I think
loved
it's
it.
like
My
eighth grade.
girlfriend.
You're going into freshman year of high
Yeah,
school.
Yeah, my girlfriend got it for me.
Yeah, she is our anniversary present.
Yeah, no, I was a little kid. I would like have it under my pillow, and I loved it so much.
It had to go everywhere, didn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It
And
went
did you
everywhere.
panic when you couldn't find it?
Oh yeah, Stevie School Bus. I mean, sure, my mom remember. Like I could call her and she'd be like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, I remember."
Do you
Stevie
have any
School
tragic memories for how it went away and it's gone?
Bus. No, I think it might still be around somewhere.
Dude,
Yeah,
we got to
it's
get
gotta
that for
be.
a set.
We
Yeah.
had-
Okay.
That'd
yeah.
be so cool.
I remember it not being a completely missing toy. I think my mom might have it somewhere.
That's cool.
Yeah,
and
Stevie
it's not
School
even
Bus.
from anything. It was just Stevie School
No,
Bus.
Stevie School Bus. Yeah, I don't know if it was. I don't know if maybe it was a show or something, but I don't remember.
Cool.
Oh
cool.
man,
Yeah.
I love it.
Lee, what'd you have, girl?
I had a couple. I had a really weird phase where those plastic Easter eggs.
The ones you can pop.
Just the
open.
normal-
Ones you
like,
could pop
yeah.
open. I
Like-
would carry those all around, and I would carry them around forever and ever.
Is that why your backpack is full of those Easter eggs?
Yes, and my mom was like, "It's
That's
so weird,
adorable
and,
and
it's such a
so
problem."
weird.
Would
Yeah.
you keep
Yeah.
them?
No,
Would
I'd
you keep stuff
them-
inside?
I'd keep like 4 of them, and I'd mix and match them, and I would just carry them around with me everywhere. And my mom would be like, "What do I do?"
Would you
And it
put anything in 'em?
Past Easter. I mean, we're talking like way deep past Easter.
Yeah.
I just carried them around with my little hands, and I had these Easter eggs, and she was like, "I don't know why."
There's
you love
no
them so much."
parenting book that covers
No,
that.
she literally is like, "I don't know why you loved them so much," but she's like, "You would lose your mind without them," and she'd be like, "My eggs."
Is there anything in them?
I'd put like rocks and stuff in them sometimes, but I literally would just carry around these Easter eggs constantly. And it's
I'm not laughing at you.
hilarious.
I'm
But
definitely.
It's so strange,
ridiculous.
yeah.
It's so
It's
strange.
very
And my mom
strange.
was like, I don't know. But my niece recently went through this weird phase. It was like 4 or 5 is when I went through the phase too. And
That makes sense.
My niece went through this weird phase where she had this little Tigger thing, and she would truly lose her mind if she didn't have it. And to the point where we are positive we lost one at Disneyland, and we had to go buy a new
You gotta go
one.
get one of those
Like,
$45
yeah.
replacements.
And literally, my brother-in-law rubbed it in the dirt and was like, "Oh, look who's back!" Just, full panic.
While also
Sometimes the
giving
kids
you
can
eggs,
tell,
like,
though.
and Lee, here's your eggs.
It
Yeah.
was totally so that I had, and for years, and my mom, she said she kind of slowly would pull one away and be like, "Oh no, you lost one of them." Didn't do it. But they all were just like, it was so weird. We don't know why, but you carried around these little Easter eggs for years, for literal years.
That's a cheap toy. They should have rode that through high school.
That might have been why it was that, because I don't know if we had many other
Wow, what a
toys.
fucking weirdo.
Hey,
Joe, what's yours?
Wait, I did also, hold on.
Yeah, you're creeping
Also-
everybody
before,
out.
wait, before you go on to your other
Also-
toy, I laughed not because of what you did, but it reminded me of a time where we had me and my friend Cody had one of those plastic eggs, and Cody, we were in 4th grade, farted in one,
Yeah, he
and
did.
closed it up, and then hid it in the van.
Yeah, he did.
For a year, and opened it up a year later, and we had to pull the damn van over. It stunk so bad.
Nuh-uh, there's no way.
Swear to God. Swear.
did
That sounds like
Cody
somebody
poop in
opened
it?
an egg and then farted
He
at
might
the same time.
he might have done that, but I believed it was in the egg.
For years you
Yeah,
believed that it was
I
in
think
the
you're
fart
just
egg.
now learning that that's not the case.
Our
I'm going to go out on
I-
a limb. I don't believe that ever.
Joe, I think we're gonna have to understand. You just learned that's not the case.
Where's the cat?
I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna say you learn. You now know.
I think we
can I
all
say-
learned. You
No, no,
Joe.
no.
This is a
Egg
quick
fart.
aside. I was
Egg
out
fart.
on Sunday with Mike and a couple other comedians after a show. and
Oh,
we were,
hanging out with Mike on the weekend. I'm friends with Mike Falzone, comedian.
Didn't expect the bit to go into the next topic.
We haven't. Okay.
Just didn't see that come. But anyway, we were talking about bands that were from where your hometown was, and mine, the closest I could think of, was Marilyn Manson, and they were like,
Nice.
"Oh, remember when?" This is just the moment that I'm thinking of is like, "Ow!" The moment that I'm thinking of that you just had, it reminded me of this. But they were like, "Remember that rumor that went around about Marilyn Manson about
yes.
his
ribs.
ribs?" So listen to this. We're sitting there at this bar, and I'm not feeling physically great, and I'm like, oh my God, I think I just realized something that I've thought my entire life, which was the following. I thought that Marilyn Manson, so the rumor, for those of you who aren't familiar, is that Marilyn Manson, a shock rock person from the 90s, took out 3 of his ribs so that he could perform autofellatio. And which is to say, so that he could pleasure himself using his mouth, and it's very difficult. We've all been there. And so, anyway, I thought that what he did was, because they were like, "Oh yeah, so you could bend down," and I was like, "Oh, I thought that he had taken 3 of his ribs out."
I can't wait.
And yeah, it's really bad, man. It's so embarrassing. And I thought that he had connected his ribs like a straw and and used the ribs like a fun straw
Why do you
to suck
think Rob's are
his
ribs are
penis
straws?
from his mouth, so that basically he hollowed out the marrow of his own ribs, fashioned a
that's the
straw,
darkest thing I've
and then
ever
used his
heard.
own bones to suck his penis.
Yeah, we all been there.
Can this
after
be
the
the title
surgery.
of our? This
Oh
one is
my
used
God,
his own bones.
it's so weird.
It's so far from what. Also, why does your demented mind think that?
See, you say demented. Mike was like, "That's actually the most innocent thing that I've ever heard."
I don't
it's
think
very,
that's innocent at all.
I don't think it is. He's using
think
his
it is.
hollowed out bones.
It's somebody it's a kid who doesn't understand and hears
Fellatio,
words
yeah.
and just fills in the gaps.
yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
guess
So
fair.
he took out 3 of his ribs to suck his own dick, and I was like, "Well, he must have needed the ribs." And then I was like, "He must have fashioned them into some sort of a
that is
straw."
so sad.
And then,
Yeah, no, that's so sad.
It's awesome.
Oh, that's so sad. Yeah.
So
but yeah,
what-
Batman toys.
I'm
and I'm
baffled.
Hold on, I'm the weirdo with my eggs.
Hey, I'd like to talk about
Our new sponsor.
Oh, we got a sponsor. Valleycast as a sponsor.
You're welcome.
Have you guys heard about Gray's?
I have.
Gray's is reimagining the way you snack, and they believe the healthy choice shouldn't be a compromise on taste.
Oh yeah, we've been snacking on those
We
in the
have.
office.
They're delicious.
Yeah, they're this cool company that sends you snacks in a box on a monthly basis, and they're healthy and kind of different and fun. And you sign up and you get 4 snack packs in a box, and you can try them all out.
They're not genetically modified.
They are not. Well, actually, there's over 100 exciting snack
They're not
options.
genetically modified. No snack is perfect, guys.
Gray's makes snacking easy and fun. No genetically modified ingredients. No high fructose corn syrup, because who wants that? And no artificial color or flavor.
That feels nice.
The packaging is so cool. You feel like a gosh darn hunter-gatherer when they're little individual. They sent us these little cute individual
It's
things.
cute.
And
It is real
You
cute.
can like it's like so. They're like it's one of those shapes that's like very ergonomic and it feels nice when you stack them. It looks cool.
You can
very organized.
they're like in those they're
In the bean?
And there's a and you take that.
Yeah.
well then each one
You take that, and then when you do it, you're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll put them in.
Yeah.
you see
of
what
course.
happens.
They got a bunch of options. We got a bunch in ours. We got deconstructed salted caramel and chocolate cookie, which is baked salted peanuts, Belgian milk chocolate, salted caramel buttons, almond cookie drops, and pumpkin seeds.
Ooh, I
Dang.
think
They
I
have
think
a
I think I
chia
tried
It was
that.
coconut
delicious.
cookie that's really good. And then they give you a little bag of
That one
tea
came with tea.
it.
That was so
I
good.
did see that. That was
Tea's
cute.
cool, yeah.
So cute.
It's very
God,
cute.
It's cute.
So
Yeah.
what do you do? How do you get healthy
So what
snacks?
you do is you sign up, you give it a shot, and you can go onto their website. And when you like a snack, you can tell them how much you like it, and they'll resend that
Oh,
one
that's
if
nice.
that's
That's a
something
good
that you
call.
want. And yeah, you can go and just try a bunch of stuff. And to do that with us, go to and get a free sampler box. Ooh, that'd be fun. You
Free
can go
sampler.
to graze.com and enter the promo code GRAZE GRAZE 58 for your first free box on us.
Graze 58, guys. And
Graze
just so you know, if you do that, and Graze is like, look at all these people ordering boxes that like very odd senses of humor. It also helps the Valleyfolk continue to do things, which is really fun.
If you're lucky, you might get that cherry, pear, and walnut
Dude,
energizer.
walnut is a superfood, man. That's a brain octane stuff, man. You gotta get that good stuff in there, man.
We've
So
been
go-
saying it for years.
Yeah,
Just
so go check it
consider
out.
signing up.
Graze.com. Graze 58. Graze.com, promo code Graze 58. On to the
yeah.
next topic.
I just have so little. I have nothing, and I'm sitting here, and I feel like it's been like I don't want to like necessarily just like be like here's a thing. So I have absolutely nothing.
Oh my God,
wow.
that's
Like,
such a
I can't-
Pisces thing.
It's such a Pisces thing. I'm going back and forth between two, and I don't know what to decide.
You're a Pisces?
I like to think I am.
I'm,
yes.
What
a,
a
I'm a
Virgo.
Scorpio.
I'm an
Scorpio.
Aries. I'm stubborn.
Yeah. I did download an astrology app. And,
What are you, an
Did you? I want to know what
Aries?
you are. I want to know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a Pisces, but then
Well, I know.
I
But you
did
are a Pisces, right? I was right about that.
Definitely, yeah. And then I took
Oh my
it's this
God.
really dumb
Oh my
app where
God.
you
Doesn't
like
matter.
you take a
Nothing's real.
photo of your palm and you take a photo of both of your palms and you
Please, I
send
need to
it.
know.
And then
like,
you slap yourself in the face with
yeah,
your phone.
yeah.
Hold on. Wait, I want to know about this.
Yeah, it's very dumb, and I did it, and I did it when I was doing the recording of Fundamentalists, and I was like, this will be fun to kind of like decide, what they say, and then they send you the results because they have some like guru specialist supposedly look at it, which I'm sure they don't, and then they like tell you a bunch of stuff that is universally true but specific enough that it makes you think that it's actually special,
Like?
like it said, I don't remember actually. I think I deleted it because it was very like stuff where I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely
You're tenacious.
applicable
You
to
try
me,
hard.
and no, it left all
You're
that
on a
part out.
podcast
Oh,
with your
wow.
friends.
But anyway, yeah, it was like,
Normal stuff.
you're talking about this on the Valleycast. But yeah, it was very dumb. But anyway, if you want that to be a topic, we can talk about astrology.
Oh,
No,
no.
I thought it
Don't
was
have
really
nothing to say
funny.
about it. I just wanted to know what everybody was. What are you, Steve?
I'm a Gemini.
Does
That
it,
makes sense.
Yeah.
does it?
Delman is a Gemini. It does, because here's the thing. It's because
there's
this is
two
the
of
only
you.
way I justify it. It's because there's two of them. One of them is like the neurotic. This is Delman, not you. One of them is like the neurotic, like second guessing every single thing, panic attack guy, and the other guy is the guy that jumps off the cliff immediately. Like
That sounds
he
like the
literally
neurotic
is
guy.
He's two sets of people. Like there's something where he'll just be like, going to Burning Man for the 6th time this year, and then like
Oh, jump off a good cliff.
good
I see what
cliff.
you're
No,
saying.
not like a
Not a bad
not
cliff.
a bad cliff. No,
Like,
like
he's a risk taker.
he's a risk taker. Like he is
as well as a
as
neurotic
well as
mess.
a fully neurotic mess.
Yeah, I get that.
Do
I'm
you feel that?
I'm definitely a neurotic mess, but I'm
Sure.
not a risk taker.
Okay.
But I think I can do that thing, which is like stand in front of a massive audience and be an idiot, which is something that's like second to death as the biggest fear a lot of humans have. So I don't know. Maybe you could say that's a Gemini trait.
I mean, none of
I don't look. I'm the first to always say that like astrology, astronomy. It's
Okay.
Those are way different
no,
things.
no. I'm saying space is. I'm saying space is bullshit. That's what I'm saying.
No, make no mistake.
Make
Space
no
is
mistake.
bullshit.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah. Astrology.
Don't mince my words. Space is bullshit.
Space is not real. No.
Oh, that's funny.
Astrology is very bizarre, and it's very much one of those things where you're like, I don't know, man. But like, there's some truth to a lot of that.
The only thing I will say
Whether
about
it's
it
coincidental
in
or
a
not.
positive
Yeah.
is that if ever you read something and it kind of does like it's for lack of a better thing, it is a daily affirmation in a bullshit form.
Sure, if you get a little
that's
inspired by it, maybe it's
literally
good.
the only thing that I've ever like. One time, someone read it to me, and it really like changed my mood for the day. They were like, "Hey, you might be going through some struggles, but right now you're gonna persevere. Aries are perseverers," and I was like, "Yeah."
Yes, I am.
Hey man, we don't know nothing about the moon.
We don't.
You never know what
Hey,
happened when the moon
I was
was
at
born.
I was at a moon ceremony a couple days ago on the beach, and it was really beautiful.
I don't want to hear about the weird
I'm-
sex shit you do with your
Hey,
husband.
That's
hey,
disgustingly.
hey,
Can maybe keep
It's
it
just
PG for a
it's
second?
gross.
'cause
It's
You
just gross.
said
This is a
you'd
family
like
podcast.
to
Leave it
know,
on,
and
door.
I'm telling
Be
you
cool.
now.
Children are listening.
Yeah, I don't really want to.
It was great.
No.
We had a good time. There was a lot involved.
Did open up a bird and sing some songs of
No, you dipshit.
Flowers.
It's a frog.
Did you open up a bird and sing some songs about flowers? Is that what it is?
Daisy.
Um,
Daisy.
I don't think that the astrology thing is much, but I do think that first of all, there's nothing creepier than somebody who's super into astrology. That just
Yeah,
creeps me
fact.
that crap out.
I agree
But
with that.
not to be rude, but sorry, it weirds me out. But anyway,
What do you mean
there-
by super into it?
when someone
When
like
they- when
really
they say,
is
like,
like
as a not a
right out of the gate and you're just meeting them and they're like, so what are you? That makes sense. Okay, I'm in this, and then they like know the compatibility stuff.
Oh,
like
okay.
that's like, I mean, it's cool if it's a hobby and I get it, and you know,
What
believe
a way to
everyone,
have built-in assumptions about people.
but- yeah,
that's nice.
It justifies all of your treatment toward that person going
Yeah.
for it. But I think one thing I do think
Well, he's
does
judging a book
affect,
by its cover.
One thing I do think is valid
A big
is
piece of shit.
One thing I do think is valid is when the time of year that you're born and like when you are going into school and whether or not your birthday is like I think if your birthday is over winter break, I think you're going to be a different person than if your birthday is like during the school
One of
year.
those summer
Because,
kids
like-
that don't get to celebrate their birthdays
Yeah,
with kids.
I think that changes you as a kid because birthdays are such a huge thing, and then you like start school and you see all your kids getting celebrated, and like it seems more grandiose. There's also like if it's a holiday and your birthday is around like a Christmas Eve
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
a tough one.
Oh, I
That's
see what
hard.
you're saying.
Some
yeah.
kids love it.
I just think those things shape people in specific ways, and I don't know that anybody knows what they are, but I think that
Maybe
a
that's
lot
what
of
you
these
should
personality
create.
traits could be
You got to start like a weird little thing of like the birthdayism.
the birthdayism. Yeah,
You know?
I think it kind of is related a little bit to the Malcolm Gladwell stuff, which is very like, you know, the kids who are younger when they start school tend to have certain statistical benefits or
Sure.
problems. I don't remember exactly.
I know a lot of people that have birthdays close to Christmas, and they always have a weird attention issue.
Oh, really? So, yeah.
Yeah.
So and I don't know what it is or if there is anything, but I would venture to say it's more
Birthdayism.
likely
Let's
than
do it.
Yeah, those
than
guys'
the
birthdays
stars.
are always
So what's your
festive.
topic, Elliot? You're asking what we want.
What do you
if we've
wanna
decided what
be
we're going to be for
have you
Halloween.
decided what you're going to be for Halloween? And also, a second question is that like, I mean, I guess I could parlay it into your favorite holiday because yours, I think, is Halloween.
I love
correct?
Halloween.
Yeah.
Yes.
And mine is Christmas, obviously. No one gives Thanksgiving enough credit. I do think it's
It's good
fantastic.
food.
But
The
it also is
atmosphere
a good,
created
it's
by
a good,
Thanksgiving is very nice.
Yeah, that's what it's an atmosphere.
I don't
thing.
care about anything. About
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. I like the food a lot.
I like
Sure.
the fall colors.
Oh yeah,
I like the fall colors. Yeah.
I do love a good fall.
Lee, I
color.
can't answer your
No, you
your
don't have
Halloween
to.
question.
My Halloween question was, okay, so what do you want to be this year? Also, what was your favorite Halloween costume period growing
So I
up?
can't answer it because I always wait till the last minute, and when I mean
Oh,
wait till
you
the
do.
last
You
minute,
really
it's the
do.
day of. And I will say 7 out of 10 times I do pretty dang good.
He does. He does weird things.
It's
He's
fun.
like, I'm a blah, blah, blah.
So my fallback and my favorite will always be Prince Elwin from Kroll.
Yeah, that's a good one.
it's-
Well, you also did Bowie from
did
Labyrinth, which was
Bowie
very
from
good.
Labyrinth.
I
to
did do
Jared.
that as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, but it's always last minute, and it's like, what wigs do I have lying around, and what does my wife have in her closet? And I'm gonna make
Oh,
something
that's
out
so
of it.
good.
I love it.
I Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was the Riddler when I was a kid. That was cool.
Really?
Batman
Oh, you were the
Forever's
Riddler. That's cool.
Yeah,
Dude, you
it was
should
like
do
the
that this
leotard
year.
and- Yeah.
Dude, do it.
That's
But
a
do
good
Jim
one.
Carrey Riddler.
Oh, absolutely.
Please.
That's the only Riddler.
That's a really good
Except
one.
the animated Riddler, which is really cool.
What was your favorite?
Well, my mom made me a Tanuki Mario outfit
Oh,
once, so I had like the
baby.
ears and the tail and everything,
Angel.
and like the Mario
That's great.
suspenders and the blue
Oh,
shirt and everything.
cool.
Yeah,
I bet that was adorable.
that was very
Love it
cool.
I mean, you
so
really
much.
technically shouldn't have had suspenders in that costume, but whatever, it's fine.
Stop it, Joe.
I guess.
I'm just saying. Like if you were the raccoon, it's one thing, but you were the Tanuki. So
Do you have photos?
I
Yeah,
do.
do you have
Yeah.
photos?
Should put them on the.
I'd actually
video.
like to get your mom on the line and talk to her
Stop
about that.
it, Joe.
Does she know she did something wrong?
Oh my
Did she,
God.
Miss Zaragoza? It wasn't canon.
Hey, did you cry about this, Miss Zaragoza? Because if you haven't, I'm going to make you now. So.
I actually have 2 costume ideas this Halloween. I always hate that I can't come up with like a good funny
It's
costume.
hard. It's hard.
I've never been able to. I've never thought of like a good, clever,
like pun.
funny like outfit. Yeah, a pun or just kind of like just something clever where
It's
you're like,
pop
fuck, I didn't
culture-y
think
is
of that.
A really good one. Yeah.
But yeah, I have a really, really good one that I don't want to say because I don't want to. I don't want to
Ooh, I
reveal
love
it.
when that happens.
Finally, and I thought of this one all on my own. I'm very excited about it. There's no possible way anybody else would do this.
You're gonna be so
No
disappointed.
possible way. I can guarantee it. I'll put
I
money
love
on
it
it.
so much.
And then the other thing is Alana and I want to do a couples outfit, and she's gonna be Gadget from Rescue Rangers.
Oh, that's cute.
And then you know who I'm talking about? And
Gadget.
then
Really
I'm
cute
gonna be
chipmunk.
Dale of
Yeah.
Chip and Dale.
Fun. You don't want to be Monterey
the
Jack?
Hawaiian
That's
shirt.
what I said.
I mean,
wanted
the
him to be
thing is
Monterey
like
sorry.
that's not really a
No, I
couples
wanted him to
costume
be
though.
that.
Were they together in the show?
Well, the girl, there was always tension with like the 2 guys
There
and the
was.
girl, and it was you were always kind of like, ooh,
when
who's gonna
really,
end up with her?
what was his name? Zip was getting it. The
Oh,
whole time?
Zipper.
Or Zap.
Zipper.
Yeah, Zipper
Yeah.
was getting
Zipper.
Gadget. Zipper and Gadget.
Yeah,
were,
Captain Monterey Jack's real good, but it's it's
I know. It is
yeah,
good.
I like Dale a lot.
You know, speaking of like, you know how like I talked to you guys about this. Anyways, I wanted to see if someday, and it'll never happen, but it makes me laugh. You know how there's those horse costumes where it takes
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
2
the
people
body,
to make
yeah.
them happen.
Yeah.
Somebody doesn't want to have. I want to get 2 horses and put them in a person costume.
Guys, thank
Oh
you
my
for
God,
listening
thank you
to the
so much for listening
Valleycast.
to
Can we do that?
That's definitely like for someone who does 0 marijuana, the most like.
Yeah, it is.
Like what if
Picture
we
it right
took
now.
2
I mean, what? How?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Let's
I
find
can't
out.
picture
Arms
it.
and a
It's too
pants.
much.
I
Yeah.
think it's hilarious.
If you can draw me something, I would be on board.
Has
with
anybody
it.
ever done like the nightmare scenario of like a field full of horses with human masks on? Like we wear those
I'm
horse
sure.
masks,
Oh god.
and they're just running around with very real looking human faces.
I'm sure
Wait.
there's like a Tumblr
Yeah.
or like a Rule 34. Some deviant art page has like weird things like that.
Dude, if I went into a field and there was a bunch of horses wearing human masks, I would be so scared I'd have a heart
Yeah,
attack.
I think I
I'd
would
die.
too. I think I would actually die.
I would-
think
Yeah,
Yeah, that's about
actually
as
die.
bad as it gets.
Yeah,
Yep.
it really is.
That's about as bad as it gets.
That's whatever's
do.
coming after that is endless torture.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
can I say my favorite
Sure, of
Halloween
course.
costume? Sorry. Once I was a skunk and it was really great, and I wore it for like 3 years. It was killer. And then the other favorite Halloween costume I did was Delman and I both wanted to be Rust Cole from True Detective.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
Yeah,
that- I
yeah, yeah.
remember that.
That was
That was
great.
super great,
That
yeah.
was
And
great.
I was like, I want to be that for and he was like, well, I was like, you can be what's his name? And he's like, no. And so we were both
Be
Rust Cole. And we were both
was
the
there a
old
fight
version.
about it, or you both thought it was funny?
We both thought it was hilarious.
Okay,
we both
that's
were
good.
like, no, we are absolutely both being the exact version of Rust Cole from True Detective. So
I'm
we both
excited
had
for the
exact
third one.
wig.
The third
I
one this
know,
third
me
season's gonna be
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks really, really cool. Yeah.
I wish there were more like Halloween parties that were like all of the sitcom Halloween parties growing up, because it was always like
Yeah.
I'm a ghost, Frankenstein,
Yes.
Dracula, and it's like now it's just like what Netflix show you like the best, and like that's
Yeah.
cool, but I want to like just
We went
wear
a couple years
classics.
ago. There's 900 Dustins.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
know.
Yeah.
And Harley
so many.
Quinns.
So
Oh,
many Dustins
the Harley
and
Quinn
Halloween.
era. I have a picture on our fridge. It's my favorite like version of Halloween that I'd ever had. It was post college. I was with Heather, and my dad was visiting, and he's an older chap, but he was like, I'm doing it. I'm going out with all you guys. And we're like 25, 26, and we all went out on the town, but we all built our costumes that year. It was the one year that we actually went for it. I built a Mega Man. It was really cool.
Nice.
Heather built a She-Ra costume, which was really good. And then we dressed up my dad as Papa Smurf, just straight up, made his beard white, covered him in blue,
Oh my God.
everything. And we went out and we had a great time. My friend Phil he had the Quado.
Oh,
yeah, I
wow.
love
From
that.
Total Recall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Total Recall, and his future wife was Wednesday Addams, and we all went out
Nice.
together. It was great. And my dad, he was like 58, 60 at the time, somewhere around there, maybe a little younger. He met Smurfette that night.
No.
Whoa, really?
He met Smurfette. She was like 22. It
Heck
was
yeah.
cute and innocent, and they just like took a picture together. It was awesome. It was
Do
a
you
really
have
fun
that?
night.
And you have that picture?
I have the family picture. I'll put it up.
I need to see
I've seen,
your dad as
um,
Papa Smurf.
yeah,
That's
really good.
amazing.
I think I've seen that on your fridge, and it is it delivers in terms of cuteness.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
I
sure.
can't
But-
wait. Please post that for this video.
I will.
too.
I will.
All right, guys. Well, hey, how about we wrap it up, huh?
Let's wrap it
That's a
up,
good
guys.
idea.
This was really nice. Anything? Well, let's thank our sponsor first.
Yeah, thank you to
Yes,
Grays.
thank
Go
you,
check them out,
Grays,
you guys.
for the tasty treats.
Grays.com, Grays58.
And also, every Wednesday we do our streams. We do our video game streams where we play Jackbox games and such.
We've been streaming on Mondays
We've
as
been
well.
streaming on Mondays. We watch the full, complete Your Show episode with the news and an extra segment and the couch segments all in one little, one big piece. And then we kind of do a little commentary over it, and it's
fun.
really fun. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's been proven to be quite fun.
Yeah, and people seem to
nice.
enjoy it, which is good. And then also we have our Patreon, patreon.com/thevalleyfolk, where you can sign up and check out those tiers and get in on some special treats. Kind of like, for example, getting this podcast earlier than anyone else.
And also the full version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we
right.
have a whiteboard out there that is we're going to be working on next week, unveiling everything. But
Yeah.
we now know what the new tiers are going to be, and we're focusing more on different tiers instead of just being like, because we don't want to be like annoyingly like sign up for our Patreon. So we're taking some time.
But also
and
sign up for our Patreon.
definitely, but if you haven't, but if you have, get ready, and there's going to be a lot that's going to be super enticing, I think, and cool and different and unique. And I think we're doing stuff that is not typically done on Patreon, which is really cool.
Agreed.
A lot more exclusive content that will be for example, all bloopers and bonus questions from things are specifically going on there, and we're doing that with one goes up today, I think. So anyway, yeah, thanks guys.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you all so much for joining us, for listening, for watching, what have you. We appreciate all the patrons and everyone in between. And, of course, the subscribers of our YouTube channel, youtube.com/thevalleyfolk, where you can catch all the stuff we've been working on, more or less. Yeah. And, we're just very excited to have you guys as listeners, and we appreciate you a lot.
Thank you so much.
Love you.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye,
Thank you, guys.
everybody. Thank you so much. Hey,
Goodbye.
thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much, guys. Thank you.
You.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
And thank you.